Hello everybody, my name is Byrnage and this is my review for Head Over Heels on the Amstrad CPC. Head Over Heels is a puzzle game where you play as two symbiotic aliens named Head and Heels. They start out separated in jail cells and you have to use your wit to get them back together. Head moves slow but jumps very high and also gets a projectile weapon that can be used to stun enemies. Heels is very quick but doesn't jump very high and also gets a bag allowing the pickup and placement of certain blocks and springs. Head and Heels can combine Voltron style by stacking Head on top of Heels, and once combined you will have all of their abilities at your disposal. The game's puzzles, however, will regularly split the two up. There are dog-like platforms that will disappear if Head is in the same room, so you can only use those platforms as Heels. Also, when combined, they are 2 blocks high, so any 1 block gaps can only fit a single one of them. The goal of this game is to collect 5 crowns from the different worlds and escape, thus liberating them and freeing them from evil or something like that. Getting all 5 crowns will grant you invulnerability, allowing you to explore the map and complete the last section of the game with no problems. It trivializes the last rooms, but honestly, the hardest platforming sections are already behind you at this point. Upon loading the game, you will be given an option to play with infinite lives, ammo, power-ups, and/or shield to really customize your experience. I don't recommend it though. Having infinite lives will do you more harm than good. You'll end up getting soft-locked and have to start over from the beginning. If you end up in this situation with lives, you need only commit repeated suicide until you pop back up at the last reincarnation fish like nothing ever happened. The reincarnation fish is a very unique style of save, and I don't think I've played another game with a similar system. Once you grab a reincarnation fish, it saves your progress and lives, but just once. Get game over without reaching the next fish and you go back to the previous fish, and believe me, I went back several fish a couple times. Going back to a previous fish also means going back to the past, so future fish will be there again for you to collect. This system can be a little scary, but it just kind of works, and really well at that. If the save were permanent, you would run into issues, like if you came to a tough section and you last saved with 1 life, you would just be getting game over time and time again. Going back to a previous fish allows you to repeat a section, but this time with practice and knowledge on your side. This allows you to get to the fish again with more lives and an increased chance of making progress and getting more checkpoints. There are a couple power-ups, but none of them are required. They just make some sections easier or can be used to obtain otherwise unattainable extra lives. One will make Head run much faster like Heels, and another will make Heels jump much higher like Head. Lastly, there is a shield power-up that can be used to run across all manner of hazards without dying. The puzzles are fun, none too hard to figure out, but navigating the map is the real puzzle. If you're struggling to figure out where to go, making your own map is beneficial. The platforming is challenging with some near pixel-perfect jumps, and all in all, it's just a really good game. One of the only issues I had with it was the number of blocks that just disappear when you touch them, usually resulting in death. They're cheap deaths, almost guaranteed to kill you at least once with as many as there were, and with your very limited lives, you can expect to get game over at least a few times without it really being in your control. You better be ready to replay most of the game because you can expect to get game over a lot. It's a relatively short game though, so I never felt like I was sent too far back, and it was always an opportunity to save some lives. Plus the platforming's just really fun. I never minded replaying sections. I recommend this game to anyone who likes a challenge and doesn't mind repeating tough content. Like and subscribe, and I'll be head over heels for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.